Hey, what's up everyone? John here from TestPrepInsight.com, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Rosetta Stone Spanish program. I'll cover price and how that compares to other language learning competitors, how the Rosetta Stone program is structured, how effective it is, what I like and what I don't like. So if you keep an open mind and stick with me to the end, this video should be all you need to figure out whether Rosetta Stone is the right choice for you to learn Spanish. So if you're ready, let's get to it. Okay, welcome back. I should just mention up front here that since I'll just be focusing on the major pros and cons in this video today, if you find you need more detail at any point, you can always check out our full detailed written review on our website. An easy way to get there is just to Google Test Prep Insight Rosetta Stone Spanish Review. Okay, so let's kick this review off with pricing. Rosetta Stone offers 3 different subscription plans, a 3-month, a 12-month, and a lifetime plan. The 3-month subscription costs around $36 or $12 per month, depending on which way you want to look at it. The 12-month subscription costs around $96 or $8 per month. And finally, the lifetime subscription costs $179. And by the way, if you want to opt for the lifetime subscription, it includes access to all languages, not just Spanish, so do keep that in mind. Of course, you can also purchase the Rosetta Stone Spanish bundle on Amazon as well, and I'll go ahead and drop a link down below in the description over to Amazon if you want to check that out. But really, you're looking at around $8 to $12 per month for Rosetta Stone, unless of course you go whole hog and purchase the lifetime subscription. And if you stack this pricing up against competitors, Rosetta Stone comes out looking pretty favorably. For example, Babbel's 3-month subscription plan costs around $10 per month, and Pimsleur's monthly fee is around $20. So from a cost perspective, Rosetta Stone lands in the middle to affordable end of the market. Of course, I should also mention that Rosetta Stone does come with a 3-day trial period as well as a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can always test the waters before fully committing. Also, Rosetta Stone does offer deals and special promos from time to time, so be sure to check out the description below for coupon codes. I'll drop any current discounts I can find down there for you. And by the way, we work really hard to produce honest, helpful, and informative content, all totally free. So if Rosetta Stone does end up being the right choice for you, we'd really appreciate it if you'd use the links listed down below in the description. That's how you can support us and keep our channel going. And if Rosetta Stone ends up not being a great fit for you, it's no problem at all. It doesn't matter to me what language learning program you purchase. We have a ton of other helpful reviews that you can check out during your research process. Alright, so now that pricing is out of the way, let's dive into the meat and potatoes of this review, my evaluation of the actual Rosetta Stone Spanish program. And let's start with how it's structured. Essentially, the program is made up of 20 learning units, and each unit covers a different topic or category. For example, one unit might focus on greetings and introductions, and another might focus on professions and hobbies. And then within each unit, there are 4 overarching lessons. And each lesson contains one core 30-minute learning module and then 3 to 15 supplemental drills that are typically 5 to 10 minutes in length and cover pronunciation, listening, grammar, writing, etc. So if you sat down and wanted to complete an entire lesson, it'll take you right around an hour or so. And that's really the program from a high level. You have 20 units, 4 lessons per unit, and each lesson is comprised of a variety of exercises and drills. So, now that you have that context, you're probably wondering, what are the actual lessons like? Well, when you boil it down, the Rosetta Stone lessons are essentially a combination of images and recorded audio. You're going to spend most of your time listening to a word or phrase, repeating the word or phrase, and then matching it up to a corresponding image. Think of the lessons and drills as sort of interactive flashcards, if you will. For example, you'll listen to a voice who says, "El niño lee," and then you'll click an image of a little boy reading a book to match the two up. The whole idea here is that you have to rely on visual cues, intuition, and inference as you gradually acquire the language content necessary to move on to the next lesson or unit. You'll start with 1 or 2 word building blocks and progress to longer, more grammatically complex sentences as you reach the higher levels. And in order to reach those higher levels, it's recommended you score at least 85% on each lesson, drill, and exercise before moving ahead. And by the way, if you want to see some examples of the Rosetta Stone lessons, be sure to check out our full written review. It's linked down below in the description for you. I have screenshots and examples over there so you can get a flavor of what to expect. Alright, the other thing I'd like to call out here is Rosetta Stone's true voice recognition technology. This is something the company has spent years developing. So as you heard me mention before, the Rosetta Stone lessons require you to participate not only by matching up images with phrases, but also by speaking yourself. You'll be asked to repeat phrases, fill in the blanks, or describe what's happening in the various images. And each time you speak, the company's True Voice technology will be listening, and if you mispronounce a word or phrase, it will prompt you to say it again until you get it right. Now, it's definitely not a perfect system. There were times when it made me repeat a word or phrase when I knew I was pronouncing it correctly, and there were times when I knew I was wrong and the tech would just tell me that I did it right. But still, compared to other voice recognition software that I've tested, Rosetta Stone's is definitely one of the best. But beyond the technology itself, I love that Rosetta Stone integrates a speaking component into their lessons. Not all language learning programs do this. I think output, actually speaking and talking, is crucial for successful language acquisition. The people that shy away and wait to start talking or conversing until they're ready are stunting their progress. So I like the way Rosetta Stone puts you under pressure to swiftly recall and reproduce accurate sentences and vocabulary. It makes a huge difference in your ability to do it in an actual conversation. So I gotta give Rosetta Stone props for that. Alright, so now that I've covered cost and what the lessons are all about, let's get into what I like and what I don't like about Rosetta Stone. But before I get to that, I should mention that every single month here at Test Prep Insight, we give away a free language learning course to one lucky person. It's super simple to enter. Everyone is eligible. I'll put all the details down below in the description. It'll take you less than 10 seconds, and hey, you never know, you could win a free subscription to the Rosetta Stone Spanish program. Alright, so let's start with the 4 things that I really like about Rosetta Stone. Number 1, as I just mentioned a minute ago, I'm a big fan of Rosetta Stone's voice recognition technology. Sure, the computer is never going to be a substitute for an actual human being, but Rosetta Stone comes about as close as you can get. Their True Voice technology is about the best in the industry. Second, I like that the Rosetta Stone lessons place a heavy emphasis on speaking. I think verbal practice starting at an early stage is key for language acquisition, as opposed to strictly listening and reading. So a big thumbs up there. 3, since Rosetta Stone is so heavy on imagery, you have to rely on intuition and common sense to pick up grammar, which I think is actually a good thing. Now, some may disagree with me here, but in my opinion, you don't need to intensely study grammar to pick up a new language. In fact, there are some studies that have found dedicating the majority of your time to grammar as you learn to speak a new language can often do more harm than good. Instead, some linguists believe it's better to learn and absorb language chunks rather than dissecting grammatical rules. Let's face it, the majority of expressions we use every day in our native tongues are unoriginal, recycled language chunks that we've become accustomed to over time. So from that perspective, some might appreciate how Rosetta Stone highlights the grammar point the user should be focused on and uses images to clearly reflect the meaning rather than making you study dense, boring grammar principles. And lastly, 4, I have to mention all the extra resources the Rosetta Stone subscription comes with beyond the core units and lessons. This includes on-demand videos so you can dive deeper into concepts and become more familiar with local culture, short stories so you can improve your reading and listening skills as you work out or clean the house, and phrase books where you can perfect your pronunciation using Rosetta Stone's voice recognition technology. Okay, now switching sides to the 4 things I don't like. Number 1, I have to say the matching words and phrases to pictures exercises can become a little repetitive and boring. I just wish there was a little more variety within the lessons. Second, the lessons sometimes use culturally irrelevant images. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it can just be a little odd at times, especially when you're trying to learn a specific language like Spanish. 3, there are little to no explanations or translations provided within the lessons, which may be an issue for some people out there. Now recently, Rosetta Stone did add translations for people using their mobile app, but they're not available for all units and they're sort of treated like an afterthought. I wanted to mention this because I know a lot of people like the convenience of looking up translations and always having the answer right at their fingertips. Like I said earlier, Rosetta Stone instead forces you to rely on visual cues, intuition, and inference. And lastly, 4, Rosetta Stone does offer live classes and coaching, but you have to pay extra. The live coaching is especially helpful considering the Rosetta Stone coaches are in sync with the core lessons and what stage you're currently at. I just wish it was included as part of the base subscription. And unfortunately, it is a little pricey. With that said though, there are other companies like italki, for example, where you can get live tutoring or coaching for much cheaper. I'll go ahead and drop a link down below in the description if you want to check out italki. It might be a nice supplement to the Rosetta Stone core curriculum if you're on a budget. Okay, that about does it for this review. I hope you have found it helpful. I think the answer to whether Rosetta Stone is worth it totally depends on your goals and aspirations. If you're just looking to learn the basics of Spanish so you can hold down elementary conversations or easily get by while traveling, then I think Rosetta Stone is a very viable option. The monthly price is pretty affordable, the lessons are interactive and include a speaking component, their voice recognition technology is impressive, and the overall user experience and mobile app is top-notch. So coming at it from that perspective, I would recommend Rosetta Stone. With that said, if your end goal is to become 100% fluent and be able to understand native speakers with ease by the end of the 20th unit, then I think you're barking up the wrong tree. In my opinion, Rosetta Stone is geared much more towards beginners that just want to learn the basics and be able to spit out a few sentences with their friends or converse with locals while they're on vacation. And that's all I have for you. Like I said, I hope this video has been helpful and you learned a little something. If so, make sure to return the favor by subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and dropping us a quick comment below. That'd really be appreciated. And if you want to check out that full detailed written review that I mentioned at the top of this video, make sure to jump over to our website, testprepinsight.com, where we have a ton of great content about everything language learning, as well as our YouTube channel, where we have a bunch more videos. Anyways, as always, thanks for watching, best of luck, and adios.